Well, good morning everybody. In today's video, we want to let you in on a little secret you probably don't know. We're going to be going and hunting the rare New Zealand freshwater snapper. So we give you a few tips on where to catch it, where to look for it, how to catch it, and then also how to cook it. It's one of the best tasting freshwater fish here in New Zealand. And the first customer has already arrived as well. You're not scared at all, eh? You just want some food. We got our Aquamarina Aircat set up. We don't need a lot of stuff. A bit messy in here right now, but we only have our life jackets and two small rods that we also use for trout fishing. Those are our rods that we bought from Temu. We got the Haitian here. Hello Haitian. Good morning.
Morning.
What are we gonna do today?
We're gonna catch tastiest freshwater fish you can find in New Zealand.
Yep, and not many people know about it, right?
No, not many in New Zealand, but Europe, a lot of them.
Well, what do we call it? It's a New Zealand
Freshwater snapper or blue cod.
It's not a freshwater blue cod. We call it a.
Freshwater snapper.
So we got the Temu reel here and the Temu rod. This one is the Skimali, and this one here is the Deng Feng rod. This is ultralight tackle that I ordered of Temu. Yeah, these rods have been really good for trout fishing, and they will also be really good for those elusive freshwater snapper.
Fight with wheat.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about the specific lure choices that work particularly good for that type of fish. Not all lures work that great. You're going to have to use a few specific lures. I still have the soft bait on my rod here that I've been using for trout fishing, and those dark colored soft baits work really good for trout. But for our freshwater snapper, we want to use something a little bit brighter colored, and I find spinners pretty good. So we're going to replace this one with one of the spinners that I really like for it. Now, the freshwater snapper are particularly susceptible to lures that have some red in it. And those little spinners here, this happens to be a balsa spinner. It looks very much like a Veltic, and it's got some red in it and some red feathers in it, and that seems to be very good for targeting these. Now, this might be, I'll let you in on a little secret here. Those fish are often also known as redfin. So they got red fins, and they eat each other. They're cannibals. So anything with a red in it kind of mimics that. Here's another lure that works really good. This is a lure that is made by Black Magic, I believe. And it's a little fish type of lure with a blade, a bladed fish type. And works good for trout fishing as well. But as you can see, similar color again with the red and the gold. Great lure choice, great color for what we are about to do here. Now we only need to use very light tackle. This is the reel that I've got from Temu as well. Very light freshwater fishing reel, FQ1000. And what was the company of that? Sogayang. Sogayang is I bought a reel in our previous video. I bought a fly fishing rod, fly reel, and also this reel from them, and it's been really good actually for freshwater fishing, and it only costs like $30 or so for that reel. I think it was even less than that, $20.
Words can't let them bring you down. Still, silence will drown the sound. Nobody knows where the wind will blow. How can they tell what the future holds? Holds. Get out of your head. Don't say it won't yet. Push the pedal and lay back. Take a breath and stay on track. Find what you've been searching for. Turn keys into every door. Nobody knows where the wind will blow. How can they tell what the future holds?
Easy when there's no wind. All right, so we just had the drone up to show you guys a little bit of the area around here. Now the New Zealand freshwater snapper, you could almost call them the New Zealand mangrove snapper, because they kind of like this really weedy, almost mangrovey style area. Often you find them in brackish water as well, at near river mouths, a little bit further upstream. This is exactly the typical area where we would be targeting them. River entrances to lakes with lots of weed around, perfect for those freshwater snapper. So we're gonna head into that little weedy, what is it, like a mangrove area, into that little river area. It's not really mangroves, of course, but we head into that little area that I've shown you on the drone right now, and I'm sure we're gonna find ourselves some nice big ones over there. Now guys, the locations of those freshwater snappers are a little bit of a secret in New Zealand, because people in the know, they will not likely give away their favorite spots. Once you have learned a little bit about these fish, then you will know that they are very, very tasty, and you don't want to give away your spots. So we're not going to be telling you exactly where we are now, but if you follow our journey and you have subscribed, you will probably know where we are.
Top secret from us.
Top secret spot here right now. But I can tell you that much. There are quite a few spots on the South Island where you can catch them. Often when you go to the Fish and Game website, when you look for trout regulations, they will also mention that there might be this fish available in this area. The biggest issue here is catching big ones. Often there are lots of them, and the more there are in one area, the smaller they are. So you want to really find an area where you get the big boys.
There's a size limit of the size.
No, there's no limit on those fish here in New Zealand. You can catch any size you want. You can catch as many as I want, as far as I know. They're almost considered a pest around here. They're an introduced fish species here in New Zealand. Trout are introduced as well, of course.
Can't be pest because it's so tasty.
It can't be a pest because it's so tasty. Yeah, so there are certain types of fish that are pests, and I think the freshwater snapper are a little bit like that as well. So now we're sitting right at the edge of the weed now, and we're gonna do a few casts just out here over that weed bank and see how we get on, and then we move into the area where I had the most success previously. Okay, Haitian, let's do that. We might just get stuck here in the weed. Yeah, we already got weed on here. We might have to move a little bit at the edge, more at the edge of the weed. At the moment we're stuck. Our anchor is anchoring in the weed, sort of thing. So, and usually they're sitting a little bit deeper as well, so you really have to get fairly deep amongst the weeds to be able to get them. little bit at the edge of the weed right now. We were stuck right in the middle of the weed bank. And yeah, we're just drifting past it. There's still lots of weed in here. All right, so there's the entrance to the river over there. Now I think what we're gonna do now that we got here, because yeah, the motor is just getting stuck into weed, getting jammed up here. And also we don't want to scare the fish away with our motor noise in that. So the rows have to come out and we're gonna roll ourselves a little bit into there. The last time I was here, I came with my kayak. So just let's try a few casts around here. We're right at the edge. The good thing here is we don't have so much weed to get stuck into. We got the edge of the, what is the stuff called there? Reeds. No, it sinks. Up. Already got weed on there. Okay. Every cast has like weed on it now. We're gonna have to get a weed-free cast at least to get a chance to catch something. It's amazingly peaceful in here. Small one.
Marcus got a first fish, first snapper of the day. Yes, beautiful. Nice. First snapper of the day. Beautiful fish. Wow. Good job.
All right, so he's a bit small still. It's not a bad size, not a really bad size, but it's a bit, could be a little bit bigger. We're hoping to get something a little bit bigger.
What has done it?
Look at the black eyes of this guy.
Okay. Next one, right away.
Similar size like the one we just had.
Smaller, I think. Looking good. 이 good looking perch. Good looking snapper. 아니요. Second one. It's okay,
I think he's okay.
Good, good, good. You can go. Yeah.
Pretty much every cast we got one on now.
Wow. Wonderful.
A little bit bigger. That might be our first keeper.
Great. You need net? Wow. Great. Nice one, well done.
Alright, here we go. That's our first keeper for today. Still not huge, but
it's smaller than the first one, no?
but that will give us two nice fillets. He's got a little bit of a hump here, and yeah, we can get them much bigger than that, but yeah, we better keep one at least, you know, in case we can't catch a bigger one. Yeah.
It's gonna be very tasty.
They're pretty fat, so you get two nice fillets of them.
Nice one.
Nice. We're gonna use them this time.
What do you think?
Here we go. They all seem to be very much the same size around here. Oop, a bit spiky too. I think that's about the size we're getting around here. So just catch maybe 4 or 5 of those, and it gives us a lot of nice fillets. This is a bigger one.
Big one?
Oh, you lost
it.
Oh. Oh, you got the big one and you lost it. Big one of the day. There's a good area here. Got lots of, every cast gets us one. The further we move up the river, I'm definitely on the bite now, so that's pretty good. Came here right during the bite time.
Hey.
Yeah, so you have to be very...
This is a very strange hook.
No, you just... It's probably better not to use the net and just take the line when you get them, and then just lift them over the boat. Could be easier.
Shot.
They're not so easy to land. As you can see, Haitian is a beginner here, never caught a perch before. So she's having trouble keeping them on the hook. You have to be a little bit gentle with them so that you can land them. We caught a whole bunch of them now in this area. Not the really big one we were hoping for so far. So we might have caught everyone in this area. So we're going to move on to the next bend over there. Gesundheit, Haitian.
Thank you.
COVID? No? Or the new Chinese flu?
New Chinese flu.
Oh God. You got a big one?
You bigger one?
I've got a fairly good one now. Probably he's not gonna come off the hook. You got a good one too. Oh shit! I couldn't get him. Oh, you got a good one too. Yep. Gotta lift him over the boat as quick as possible. Bring him in here.
Sit.
Shit! I got a nice big one too, and I lost him. Oh God. That was annoying.
Wow.
That's what we're talking about. That's a nice size one, Haitian. You did it again. You got a nice size one on the black magic.
My edible size fish today. Oh yes.
Yeah, it is. They're not easy.
Maybe this area. Be quiet. This area is big fish.
So you can see compared to the previous one, this is a.
Mark's catch. My catch.
It's a bunch bigger. So.
Look. Mine.
Thing only the is small. Let's bring him in and have a look. It's not too bad. That is mid-size between the other two that we have, I think.
Medium. Mark can have 2 fishes instead of 1 small little baby one. Not too bad actually.
Well, now we have our fourth perch. Haitian just caught that one.
Another bigger one.
Can be a little bit spiky too.
Similar size before. One from the actually biggest one, no? Similar.
That's the biggest one, I think. This one is same size like the one before.
Dinner suited. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Nice tasty pot dinner tonight and snapper dinner tonight.
We always fish one area, then usually we get 1 or 2 perch there straight away, and then we move on to the next area, and then we get another 2 or so.
You have to go there. Might have stuck in some junk, the wood or something. Stuck very firm.
Oh yeah, I can see a big lock there. Well, we got the first snack of the day. There's a big lock in the water and managed to cast directly into that lock. The beauty of having a boat is when you get a snack you can just row or go to the place where the snack is and get the lure back. That's why I prefer boat fishing over shore fishing.
Under the lock.
There we go.
Yay!
Successfully retrieved our lure.
Wow.
There was the big lock there. Well guys, we caught 4 fish now, and that will be enough for us for a meal today, for our lunch. And I think we're gonna head back because we're camped up at this beautiful campsite here, and we can just come out here anytime we want to catch some more of them. Probably we're gonna come out again tomorrow and yeah, get ourselves every day a little treat of freshwater snapper. And yeah, we caught these nice fish pretty much in a very short time. How long have we been out? About an hour during the best bite times now. You guys by now have probably figured out that we're catching perch, or in Australia they're also known as redfin. Very popular fish in Europe. That's one of the best eating fish you can catch in the freshwater there. Perch really does taste more like a sea fish, more like a snapper really. That's why we call them freshwater snapper. The meat is super clean tasting, and we'll, in the next part of the video, we're going to show you how we cook them up. I would highly recommend to see if you can catch one of those yourself, and if you have so, let us know in the comments. Have you targeted them before? Have you tried them? Are you interested in catching one of those after seeing the video? You let us know. I'll be really keen to hear. So let's move on to the next part of the video now. All right, everybody. So tonight we'll be having those perch for dinner, and perch night tonight. Yeah, they've just been sitting in the fridge overnight and very nice and fresh still. So just gonna get the fillets off these ones. It's really easy to fillet a perch, just like any other fish really. They got quite tough skin and scales, so you want to get through this skin and scales, but once you get through there, it's really easy to get those little fillets off here.
Nice white meat. Oh,
Look at the nice clean meat. It almost looks like flounder.
it tastes like it too.
It's a bit like flounder meat, very white. The skin is very thick. It's thick scales, so it's not that good to eat. I mean, you could probably scale it and fry the whole fish with skin on. But look at the nice fillet there. And the good thing about perch is there are no bones. Like on trout, you got these little pin bones here. Nothing with the perch. Just cut the rib cage out and then pretty much done with it. We got a little bit here on the stomach as well. A bit extra meat from the stomach, and the rest is just bones from the rib cage here, so we don't need to keep that. But yeah, like 2 of these ones each is not a bad meal, I would say. And yeah, and it's very easy and clean to cut off, because the backbone is also kind of flat, so really easy to fillet those ones. So. And look at the red fins of the perch here. That's why they're also called redfin perch, or in Australia they call them just redfin. Alright, and here we go with a nice bowl of clean fillets, perch fillets, freshwater snapper fillets. And yeah, these 5 perch that we caught, they're about just enough for 1 meal. I think 4 would have been enough for 1 meal as well. Kind of look forward to that, because they're really, really nice and clean fillets. Alright everybody, moment of truth. We are about to cook our freshwater snapper. And I just put a bit of flour and salt onto the fillets. A nice bowl full of that. And I've got my pan here with just some oil and a bit of butter in there. So we're gonna just fry that nice and crispy now. I think I might have used a little bit too much butter here. Don't need quite that much. Get about 3 fillets here at a time in our little pan. I just usually wait until the white comes up on the edges, and then I turn them around. There we go, all done. Looking pretty good if you ask me. Beautiful little fillets there. Now let's give them a little bit of a taste test.
Wow, looks so juicy, Mark. Perchy juicy.
Crispy, juicy, buttery, and it will taste just like snapper.
Yes, no doubt it.
Fish is, in my opinion, always best with a potato.
Yep. And I made some tomato salad. Tomatoes are very cheap these days. Summer.
So a bit butter over the potato. Saved a little bit for that. Okay, so here's a nicely crispy fried piece of freshwater snapper perch. The consistency is a little bit like flounder, I would say.
Tasty.
It is very mild in taste, just like a snapper, but it doesn't have the fishy taste like a snapper. I would compare it almost to very clean tasting flounder, like a flounder straight out of the ocean. That's very good. I bet.
Very nice.
I bet if people would actually call them freshwater snapper here in New Zealand and not perch, then everybody would go crazy about these fish.
Look at this clear meat here. I think it's a little bit similar to blue cod.
Yeah, maybe blue cod could also be. But I think blue cod tastes even fishier than it.
I have to catch more tomorrow. So next time you wanna have a holiday, don't go and cramp in the Golden Bay. Try to catch a snapper because that's what everyone does. So busy everywhere. Just come to the West Coast and catch nice freshwater snapper. Life is too short to do only one thing all the time.
Hopefully this video has inspired you a little bit to try something new. We see you in the next video, guys. We're gonna finish our super tasty meal now. I think we're gonna eat all of the 5 perch tonight
And catch more tomorrow.
and go and catch a few more tomorrow morning.